Beat Making Basics.
What's going on, YouTube? Beat Making Basics back again with another dope video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, as well as give me a thumbs up, because we're coming back to back with bangers. Now, today's video is going to be a very important one. I know there's a lot of people that are struggling with this. Now, basically, what this video is going to be about is how to stop Logic from adding a 1 to the file name or extension after you export your files as audio. All right, so a lot of times what happens, we're exporting our track outs or track stems, and then we're getting the file name to have a 1 after everything, and then that's pretty much causing a whole extra step that you have to take if you want this to look professional. Say if you're giving this to somebody or someone's downloading the files. So let me go ahead and talk about what we could do to eliminate this extra step. Okay. It's going to be basically very simple. The normal way to export your audio files is going to be Command Shift E. And if you look right here, I have adjusted some of these things here. Okay. So the first thing what you want to do, okay, we're going to do it as, of course, WAV 24-bit. And, I select those, term normalize off. But if you don't already have track number set at the beginning, go ahead and put track number at the beginning, then custom, and then track name. And you can drag these elements right here down here. So like, for instance, you might just see track name here. If that's all you see, all you have to do is come over here, grab custom, put that right there, and then do track number and put that right there. Okay. And then what I like to do right here where it says custom is you can just push underscore, and then what you're going to get is this file name extension here. So instead of you having that random 1 after every one of these, you'll just have like the track number on each of these. And actually it's going to help with keeping everything organized. Okay. Now, before I actually go ahead and export these files, I want to point out that you do want to come over here and chronologically order your tracks or number your tracks, or not even number it, but organize it. So like, for instance, if you have your 808 down here or whatever, I like to put my drums at top. I like to put my drums at top and my melody at the bottom. You can do it vice versa. It doesn't really matter, but this is kind of like what I like to do. I put my bass first, or 808 subs, things like that at the very top, then kick, and then I go from there, like snare, claps, then like hi-hats and percussions, instruments and stuff like that. Then we go into the melody. All right, that's how I lay it out. So you want to make sure you organize this first before you go ahead and do that. You also want to come over here and make sure that the actual name is very simple and easy to read. On sometimes, like previously, I would try to do little fancy stuff like put the actual name of the beat on each of these, and it could in theory it's a good idea, just because you can, like, okay, say if your files get combobulated or mixed up on your computer, you can always find it by like searching the name. But when it comes to, like, say importing the files into a new session, it's just gonna be better to have these names very, very simple. So like even these bell sounds, I had them name something else. I had to name like Dreamy Airy Synth or something like that. And I was like, well, let me simplify that and let's call it a bell. Bell 1, 2, 3, and stuff like that. So this pad could be named something completely different, like Dreamy Air Cloud Pad or whatever. Instead, I just simplified it, pad. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you do all those things, and then we're gonna go ahead and do Command Shift E. And we'll go ahead and set everything up like this. So again, I turn off the overload protection. I like to go do the include volume and pan automation. WAV files here, 24-bit. And again, this is the order: track number, custom, and then track name. And for this, you could either do an underscore, or you can even do a dash like that. That works just as fine. It actually might look a little more pleasing doing the dash. Okay, but after you do that, you'll just go to your folder. Okay, and I'm gonna make a brand new folder in here already. Although we already have the stems here, this is how it looks before with the little annoying 1, okay, at the end. And you can kind of see how this can start to get confusing and look very unprofessional. But let's go ahead and create a new folder. I'm just going to go ahead and put the name of the beat on here. I'm just going to keep it simple, say program stems. And then I'll go ahead and export it, and we'll see how it turns out now. Okay, so did it pretty quickly. And as you can see, that looks a whole lot more professional. I know that this is a track number here. I would guess that even if I was like, say, an engineer and I didn't, have any understanding of how they have everything set up, I can instantly see that this is, all right, obviously the track number. All right. And then 2, when I go to like load this again into a new session, okay, it's going to make it a whole lot easier as well. I don't have to reorganize anything or whatever. So this is going to be definitely a new process that I'm going to do. And I'm going to also recommend that you do it. So look, we're going to just put it in here like this, and you can see how everything's going to instantly be organized like so. And then I can also see the actual name of everything here. You know what I'm saying? It's still short enough to where I can see, and it coordinates with the actual track number too. So we'd have to get rid of this one right here, but you see 01 got 1, etc., 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 man. So just wanted to point that out. I hope this is going to be something that everybody's loves. You can probably do a different variation of this if you wanted to, but just think if you're sending this to an engineer, or you're selling this on your BeatStars or Airbit or whatever, and then a mixing engineer gets your beat session and they open it up and they see this and they're like, man, what the heck? You feel me? And they're gonna have to rename this. They're gonna be mad at you. May or may not matter, but sometimes things like that can close doors. People can be a little bit quick-tempered when it comes to little tedious things like this. So finding a better way to do certain things is always a better thing. This looks a whole lot more professional. You could do anything, any type of variation of that, but pretty much that fixes the problem. I hope you all liked the video. If you did, make sure that you go ahead and smash that like button. Definitely is going to help out, just to let me know if this content is good for you. And then also make sure that you are subscribed to our channel. Okay, check this out. You want to turn those post notifications on first and foremost after you hit the subscribe button. And we pretty much drop each and every day. If it's not each and every day, we also drop at least once a week, and that has been consistent for several years, just dropping once at least a week. But you can expect pretty much daily videos. Last but not least, make sure you head over to our official site, beatmakingbasics.com. At this official site, we have other resources for you to learn how to make beats, learn music production. You'll learn how to mix your music, arrange it into song format, create melodies, create better drum patterns. And then we also have a whole lot of other cool things like royalty-free loop packs, MIDI packs, drum kits, and a one-on-one service where you can actually book time with me live. And I will answer your questions in Logic Pro 10. Anything related to how to make beats, I will answer that for you for sure. We do beat reviews during these classes. The cool thing is actually you can pull up your actual session. I can look at that on the screen, control your computer, vice versa. If you need to check out a session that I have, we can go over things like, how to format your music for TV and film so that it increases, your chances or probability of getting the music placed. How to format your music for artists so that it makes artists want to jump on your beats, different things like that. We can cover all of those things in those one-on-ones. Bare minimum, if you don't have the money to do the one-on-ones on a consistent basis, go ahead and grab the courses, man. We have a bundle deal to grab everything on the site, or you can just go ahead and do one-offs, okay? But enough about that. Appreciate you all watching. Make sure you get subscribed. Like I said before, we have back-to-back videos, hundreds of videos, or archive of hundreds of videos that you can go into right here on YouTube. And like I said, you have the resource of beatmakingbases.com. But we're out. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.